everyone, this is Karen.
Hello everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at a lesson called Live Talk at a Chinese restaurant. And the vocabulary words are stuff.
Stuff.
Trevor spent several hours clearing stuff out of his garage.
Vinegar.
Vinegar.
You put too much vinegar in your sauce.
But I like it. Ginger.
Ginger.
Boil the water first and then add the ginger.
Dip.
Dip.
Katie likes dipping chocolate cookies into milk before eating them.
Me too.
So yummy.
So we're talking about Chinese restaurants or dining at a Chinese restaurant.
Right. So in the dialogue, somebody's not that familiar with Chinese restaurants and some of the local foods, something like that.
That's right. Oh, I've taken some of my friends, who visit Taiwan to Chinese restaurants. Some of the probably famous dishes is like xiaolongbao and then like beef noodle. Yeah, so it's something people would like to try when they come here.
I took my dad to a restaurant when he visited Taiwan. And it was so embarrassing.
Why was it embarrassing?
In America, when we eat Chinese food, we will put soy sauce on our rice and on everything. Even though there's soy sauce in the food, we like to pour more soy sauce. So my dad got his food and his bowl of rice, and he says, where's the soy sauce? I said, oh, Dad, the soy sauce is in the food. He said, but I want to put it on my rice.
So he still asked for extra soy sauce on the side.
So they brought a big thing of soy sauce, like a bowl, and he put it all over his rice until it was brown.
But wasn't it too salty?
Yes, and my parents-in-law were, and I was, so embarrassing.
But as long as he liked it, right? Did he like it?
Of course, that's the way he eats it.
All right, okay, then there's no problem there.
All right, let's learn more about this lesson about Chinese restaurants.
All right, enjoy.
Enjoy.
Hank is treating his American friend Linda to a meal at a local Chinese restaurant.
Why don't we start out with some nice hot tea?
There are so many different varieties. Oolong, pu'er, jasmine. In the US, they usually just have one type.
In that case, you should get something you've never had before.
How about the pu'er then?
That's an excellent choice.
So what is dim sum anyway?
Basically, it's small servings of food that are usually served with tea.
Well, I picked the tea, so why don't you pick the dim sum?
My pleasure. Let's get some red bean cake, a vegetable pancake, and of course, xiaolongbao.
Today's lesson is Live Talk at a Chinese restaurant. Hi everyone, I am Jeff.
And I am Mike, and you know what? I have been to a Chinese restaurant.
You don't say.
Yes, I have.
Wow.
More than once.
Well,
and you know what?
here's the thing, Mike. We live in a land where all of the food is Chinese and all of the restaurants are Chinese as well. So maybe that's not so much of an accomplishment.
Well, that's true. I noticed that as well. You're very observant, my friend. And I've also learned something. Chinese food is delicious. And of course, Taiwan is a great place to get Chinese food, Taiwanese food, and all the different styles that you can think of that fall into that big group. But for some people who live far away from here, maybe in Europe or North America, Chinese food is not something they know so well. So having someone who knows the food well to sort of introduce you to it can be a wonderful way of discovering not just Chinese food, but any international cooking style. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today.
Well, Hank and Linda, I think, will be doing the talking, but we'll be guiding you through their conversation. Anyways, let's go ahead and set the scene. Hank is treating his American friend Linda to a meal at a local Chinese restaurant. Okay? And part 1 of our dialogue is called Selecting the Tea. You've got to pick out the right tea to go with the food you're going to be eating in that Chinese restaurant. Anyways, Hank kicks things off by saying, why don't we start out with some nice hot tea?
Okay, that's a good place to start. To start out is kind of like to begin, to kick things off, you know. They're going to have some tea and then they'll start to order and think about the food and stuff like that. But yeah, tea is a good place to start out. So Linda is already looking at the menu or the choices they have, and she says there are so many different varieties or different kinds of tea, and she reads off a few: oolong, pu'er, jasmine. These are all names of different types of tea, and she says, you know, in the US, they usually just have one type. That's true. The American Lipton's tea, black tea, it might, you know, be called Earl Grey or English breakfast or orange pekoe, but it's certainly not the different styles and different colors and flavors that you can get in Chinese restaurants and stuff like that. So that's already interesting for her.
Yeah, and Hank says, in that case, since you don't really know about tea, okay, you should get something you've never had before. And yes, you're going to be able to do that in this place. There are tons of teas to choose from, none of which you've experienced before.
So Linda goes to one of the names that seems the most interesting. She says, how about the pu'er then? This is her suggestion to see what Hank thinks, and Hank thinks that's great. He says that's an excellent choice. I think pu'er is one of the nicer teas, right? So let's jump next to part 2. And now they've got the tea, it's time to get some food. Choosing dim sum dishes is the title of part 2. So it seems they're having sort of Cantonese or Hong Kong style food. Dim sum, yam cha is what they're going to have. So let's see what goes on next.
Yeah, Linda has a question. She says, so what is dim sum anyway? So before she didn't know about the tea, but that's covered now. Next, food. What is dim sum anyway? And yeah, Hank knows all about dim sum. He says basically, it's small servings of food that are usually served with tea. That's what dim sum is all about. That's what they're all about. And Linda says, well, I picked the tea, so why don't you pick the dim sum? Which, by the way, is a really good idea.
To get someone else to pick the dim sum?
To get an expert to pick your dim sum.
Definitely. And Hank makes some great choices right off the top. He says, my pleasure. He's happy to do that. That will make him very happy. He says, let's get some red bean cake, a vegetable pancake, and of course, xiaolongbao, those little soup dumplings. Some great choices there from the dim sum. All right, we'll take a break. They're going to start eating, and then we'll be back with more from a Chinese restaurant.
小笼包。
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这次的对话场景是在中式餐厅 ，Hank 邀请他的美国朋友 Linda 吃饭。当我们说 treat somebody to something， 就表示招待某人去享受某事物。好，那对话第一部分是在挑选茶。Linda 很惊讶，因为在美国通常都只有一种茶，没想到那间餐厅竟然有那么多种不同口味的茶可以选，有乌龙啊、普洱，还有茉莉等等。那么 jasmine 就表示茉莉。 好 ，Hank 建议他说要选以前从来都没有喝过的茶，所以 Linda 他就选了普洱。那我们接着要开始点菜。好，这两位吃的是港式点心 ，dim sum 就是港式点心。Linda 就说啦，茶是他选的，那港点就留给 Hank 来选。他们就有点一些红豆松糕、蔬菜煎饼，还有小笼包。那刚刚 Mike 老师用到 Cantonese 这个字 ，Cantonese，Cantonese 就可以用来形容广式的、港式的、粤语的。计划课文中。
This stuff looks amazing. That xiaolongbao is calling my name. I think I'll try it first.
Not so fast. First, we have to make the sauce. Pass me those bottles. Okay, watch closely. put 1 part soy sauce and 2 parts vinegar over the shredded ginger in the dish, like this. Try it.
How's that?
Perfect. Now, pick up a dumpling and dip it. Then, bite it and drink the broth. After that, you can take some shredded ginger and put it on top.
Oh my gosh, my mind is blown. We're going to need some more of these.
Tea, then food. Now everyone is going to eat. Yes, they've ordered the tea, they've ordered the food, and now it's time to chow down. Yes, the third part of our dialogue is called enjoying the meal. Okay, Linda says, this stuff looks amazing. That xiaolongbao over there is calling my name. I think I'll try it first.
All right, so she's decided what to eat, but before she dives in and starts eating her first xiaolongbao, Hank says, not so fast. Slow down is what he's saying. First, we have to make the sauce. Pass me those bottles. So before they can get into all this stuff, he's saying they have to make sure that the sauce is prepared correctly.
Exactly, and don't just go ahead and bite into a hot xiaolongbao. Okay, everyone, that soup is hot in there and it can burn your mouth. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the word stuff right now. It's a noun. When we use the word stuff, we're referring to things, possessions, objects, etc. Yeah, this word stuff, it can indicate material in a general, indeterminate way. So when you say this stuff, you could be talking about your things, or you could be talking about the things on the table in front of you. One way or another, you're just referring to stuff, things. Anyways, for example, Trevor spent several hours clearing stuff out of his garage. Okay, he's got a garage and it's filled with old stuff, so he's cleaning it up.
All right, in that case, we might say he's cleaning out tools and other equipment.
Old Christmas decorations.
There you go.
Boxes, whatever.
If the stuff on the table looks delicious, that stuff would be food. So stuff can be anything, but the way you use it, usually it's clear what kind of things you're talking about. So before they eat the stuff, they got to get the sauce tasting just right. So we read Linda passes the sauce bottles to Hank. So she gives them over and Hank says, okay, watch closely. He's going to show her what to do. Put 1 part soy sauce and 2 parts vinegar over the shredded ginger in the dish like this. Try it. So he's kind of showing her what to do. 1 part would be 1 spoonful to 2 spoonfuls, or 1 little drop to 2 little drops. When they say part, we just mean make sure the amounts are equal. 1 amount of this, 2 amounts of that. In this case, it's vinegar and soy sauce that they're using. Vinegar is a liquid that's used in cooking. It's used to flavor things, and it's most well known for being very sour tasting, kind of like a lemon, but even more sour. So salt and sweet, and vinegar is what we would use to get that sour flavor. And yeah, it's used a lot in sauces and things to bring out the sweetness of a meat. You might use something sour to help that. For example, we could say you put too much vinegar in your sauce. If you eat it, your mouth is going to go really small like that, and you're going, that was too much vinegar.
Anyways, when you're eating xiaolongbao, you can't forget the shredded ginger. That's an important part of things. Yes, the next word is ginger. It's a noun. Ginger is a spicy root that is used to flavor food. Now, usually, ginger is a spice you might cook with, but you wouldn't eat. But when you eat xiaolongbao, you actually eat those small pieces of shredded ginger. By the way, Ginger is pretty much everywhere. It's in drinks, it can flavor food, it can be a part of an herbal medicine even. Ginger is awesome. Anyways, for example, boil the water first and then add the ginger. Anyways, next, Linda has another question. Right after she does the same, she's making her sauce the way that Hank has told her to. She asks, how's that?
Hank says, perfect. That's just right. Now, he says, pick up a dumpling and dip it in the sauce, then bite it and drink the broth. So this is, of course, the famous way that people would eat a xiaolongbao. You dip it in the sauce, bite open the skin of the dumpling, drink the broth or the soup that's inside. When we dip something, this verb is to put something in liquid very, very quickly, just for a few seconds. When you do it with food, you're getting just a little bit of that sauce. The way you might dip your French fries in some ketchup or dip a cookie into a cup of hot cocoa. You might also dip parts of your body if you're going swimming and you don't know how warm the water is. You might dip your toe into the water or something like that, just for a few seconds, just to cover it very, very quickly. For example, Katie likes dipping chocolate cookies into milk before eating them. She doesn't throw them in and leave them there for a minute. She just puts them in very briefly. So dip it, bite it, drink the broth, and then he says after that, you can take some shredded ginger and put it on top. Sounds like the perfect way to eat a xiaolongbao.
That's the way it's done. Now next, Linda says, oh my gosh, my mind is blown. We're going to need some more of these. These are so good, I could have never expected how delicious they were going to be. So I'm super surprised. My mind is blown. I'll never be the same ever again.
Waiter, some more, please.
Yeah. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break. But don't go away. We'll be back next time.
点完茶和点心，接着就要开始享用食物喽。就像老师说的 ，It's time to chow down. It's time to chow down 就是该开始大口吃东西了。还有 chow 这个字呢，在口语当中可以当名词表示食物，当动词就表示吃。那么 chow down 就可以用来表达大快朵颐、大口的吃食物。好 ，Lena 觉得桌上的食物看起来好美味哦，那一笼小笼包已经在呼唤她了。那在她要动手开始吃之前 ，Hank 教她说要先调酱料，要在碟子的姜丝上面淋1份酱油，还有2份的醋。那接着你就夹1颗小笼包来沾酱，咬开小笼包之后，汤汁会流出来，把汤汁喝下去，接着再放一些姜丝上去，全部一起吃下去。Linda 觉得吃完实在太惊艳、太好吃了，她觉得待会可能还要再多点一点。好，文中的 somebody's mind is blown 其实是被动用法，它是来自 blow somebody's mind， 表示某人感到极度的兴奋啊，或是激动，或者是使某人大为惊艳、大为震撼。好，那最后来看4个单字 stuff 它是不可数名词，表示东西或是物品。Jeff 老师提到说，当你用 stuff 就表示你没有要明确指出有哪些东西物品。那老师用到 indeterminate 这个字是形容不确定的、不明确的或是模糊的。那这个字是拼作 indeterminate indeterminate。好，下一个单字 vinegar 是醋，那么 ginger 就是姜，还有 dip这个动词表示浸或者是沾，像你要吃薯条的时候会沾一下这个番茄酱，你就可以用 dip 来表达。那么补充单字 shredded 它是用来形容切成丝状的，像我们切成姜丝，那个姜丝你就可以称为 shredded ginger。至于 broth 它表示高汤或是肉汤，也就是用肉或是蔬菜所制成的那种高汤。好啦，以上是这个讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍的文法重点有3个，第一个是 start out， 第二个是 in that case， 第三个是 blow one's mind。我们先来学片语动词 start out， 大家都知道 start 是开始，不过 start out 可以表达几种不同的意思。第一种就是一开始怎么样怎么样，或者是从什么开始，从什么着手。例如 The movie started out great, but I didn't like the ending. 虽然那部电影一开始很棒，可是我不喜欢它的结局。好，再造一个例句。We started out with some warm-up exercises. 我们从暖身运动开始。好，那第二种是指启程或是出发。例如 If we start out at 6 a.m., we should get there by noon. 如果我们早上6点出发，应该中午之前就可以到那里喽。接着我们来学 In that case. 好，直接照字面来翻译，就是说在那个情况，在那个情形里。那这句话就是用来表达说，在那种情况下，既然如此，如果是那样的话。例如It looks like it might rain later. 看起来待会可能会下雨。In that case, let's just stay in and play video games. 既然如此的话，我们就待在家里打电动吧。那最后我们来学片语 blow somebody's mind， 它可以用来表达让某人惊呆了，使某人大为惊艳啊，非常震撼。像是 The show is going to blow your mind， 这场表演会让你感到非常震撼。好，那另外我们也可以用被动语态。Somebody's mind is blown. 好像有人在市长辩论会上面唱歌，我都惊呆了。这时候你就可以说 My mind is blown. 好，以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
请假该如何用英文表达？
欢迎收看就爱讲英文，
我是悠悠。如果你的主管是外国人，可能在国外工作，对不对？你想要请个几天假，几天而已哦，应该怎么说呢？
一 Can I take 2 days off? 2 You can take sick leave. 3 I like to take menstrual leave.
我们今天要教大家用到一些假别跟请假的时候怎么开口。首先要怎么说？
很简单啦，比如说Can I take 2 days off?
Can I take 2 days off?
我可不可以请2天假？这很简单嘛，对不对？
简单明了。
Take
每天我都
多
好
少时间
想请假
off？ 不然请个半年，好不好 ？Take 6 months off。这应该就不用来了啊！
那每天请假不要来算了。
对，
但我每天真的好想请假。
Take a week off.
Take a week off
是请
一个礼拜。
Take 4 days off.
请4天。
对，
但是你不管要请什么假，总要讲一下，因为尤其是可能是2天啊，或者是1天啊那种，比如说肚子痛、头痛、经痛，还有头发痛。
好看哪一种，对不对？你刚指这里，我以为你要说，头痛，怎么讲 ？OK， 好，身体不舒服啦，感冒啦，不管怎么样，你就要讲一下自己有多严重，对不对？要很严重才要想要请假，对不对？所以你可以说 I'm coming down with the flu. I'm coming down with the flu， 就是我得了流感。对，
这就是要请假啊。
对。身体非常不舒服 ，I'm coming down with the flu， 这样，请假啊，请病假 ，take sick leave，take
sick leave，
对，不用这么讲，好吧？OK，
被发现，
还有很多，
比如说婚假
婚假呢就是 marital leave，marital
leave，
好 ，marital 就是 marry 的形容词咯，还有嘞
，marry 的形容词，对
，marry 形容词，
生理假，
生理假。那你痛 ，OK，menstrual
leave，menstrual
leave，menstrual leave 啊，
还有育婴假
，nursery leave，nursery
leave，
对，还有嘞，
工伤假，
这个要怎么比嘞？你比，好 ，occupation injury
leave，occupation injury leave，
对，你是做什么事情？怎么会？你是做什么事情的嘞 ？OK，occupation injury leave。对，那还有我们刚刚讲到的这个病假 sick leave， 好
，sick leave，
对，那女生一定要会什么？
一定要会的是生理假。
对，这个时候我们就说，I like to take menstrual leave。I'd
like to take menstrual leave。好痛，好痛啊，好痛。
那我怎么办？好吧，我们看今天的 live action。好痛，好痛。
I think I'm coming down with the flu. I'm not really feeling well.
Oh, you poor thing. Is there anything I can do for you?
Can I take 3 days off? Sorry.
Okay, you seem really sick. You can take sick leave.
Thank you.
No problem.
Sorry. I don't think I can work this afternoon.
Really? Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I like to take menstrual leave.
All right. You take care.
Thank you.